All right, time now is 12:03 afternoon on April 26th. So it's going to be a regular day. The last week has been quite regular, I realize. It went by pretty fast. My life is going back to the normal pacing that it used to have back in the Hong Kong days. All right, let's try this red bean paste bun. Oh, come on. All right, now we can try it. It's good stuff. Japanese bread does not disappoint. All right, time now is 6:08 p.m. Yeah, let's go to Ralph's. Apparently, I also went there last Tuesday. All right, time now is 7:17. Oh, here's what I bought. Cheddar and sour cream potato chips. Ruffle. All right. PTSD moment, but oh my god. Chocolate cheesecake factory brown bread. No chocolate. No. 2 Gaia apples. I can't find like mushroom, like uncut, like raw mushrooms. Like by raw I mean like uncut, unprocessed. But I found this, so you know. Uncured ham. I wanted salami, but then this caught my eye, and this is way cheaper. So beans. It's been a while. It truly has been a while. And for starch, ravioli. And then we got pork loin. Next up, we got the shitty pineapple orange juice. I got this one because it's cheaper. Milk. And also, I thought to myself, okay, if I don't want to buy this, then how am I supposed to know how does it taste? So, gotta adventure a little bit, you know? Okay. Carne asada beef. God damn it. It's leaking, I think, maybe. I hope not. And of course, the pineapple pie, which has been broken up because shopping bags. I love them. That's all. Crispy. Yes. All right. The supermarket, bought some stuff, came back. It's $53 worth. I thought it would be really expensive because I bought a lot of stuff, but even though I bought a lot of stuff, there are still stuff that I hadn't bought because my basket was full already. I've been thinking about Miriam because Miriam says she will be coming to LA, which is really interesting. And even during the Spanish class, I went to my Google My Maps and sort of added more location on a custom map that I made for LA. So I just want to focus on tomorrow. I'll speak to Pepper more, if that's okay. Again, I'm always like back and forth. Like I always think maybe Pepper just isn't too serious with me, and then sometimes I feel like Pepper truly does want to hang out with me, but she's just too busy. Like, I don't know, man. I just don't know. I want to hang out more with her. I feel like out of all the Hong Kongers I've met since I've been to LA, Pepper is the one I can, like, really open up to. All right, time now is 11:55 on April 27th. But yeah, today is gonna be a regular day. I'm not gonna do too much. I'm gonna do an album review. I'm gonna have a nice meal. I'm gonna eat Subway. I'm gonna go to college. I'm gonna speak to Pepper. Hopefully, get her um, to be more comfortable around me. I feel like Pepper's comfortable around me. It's just that Pepper isn't too keen on speaking to me, and I want to speak more to her. So yeah, I want to hang out with her. All right, let's try the pineapple pie. Oh shit. I baked it for 6 minutes. Unfortunately, the pie is way more liquidy than all 4 of the previous pies I've had. So, unfortunately, it's a mess. But this is 1/6. All right, so we got the pie crust. We got the hams. All right, let's try it. I feel like it's gonna be super hot. I don't know. Cheers. Maybe I haven't baked it long enough, but the pie crust, it's so soggy. Ugh. And also, apparently this pie has no sugar added, so it doesn't really have a nice sweet taste to it, but a weird sort of aftertaste. I mean, it's not bad, but this is probably the worst one I've had so far. It's 6:50, 4:50. Thank God I'm not late. I'm gonna go eat a Subway now, even though I'm not that hungry, nor do I really want to eat Subway. I mean, I can eat Starbucks. I think that's fine. I don't know. I still prefer Subway. Okay, there we go. Got an all-American club on Subway, 1 foot long. I didn't pay any tips, so this time it's only 10.57. So last Sunday, when I paid for my custard bun at the bakery, I paid a tip, but actually I didn't have to. Jonah later told me that I actually didn't have to pay tips if I wasn't served anything. So I didn't pay any tips, and it's 10.57. Also, you know what? Screw it. I'm not gonna eat it at the Subway restaurant. I'm gonna eat it there when I arrive at CMD, because maybe Thomas is gonna be there and I can eat food with him, or if he's not there, I can just sit there. It's nicer there. But yeah, anyways, Thomas showed up. Hi, what's up? And Pepper showed up. So I was honestly even a little bit worried that Pepper may not even show up, because like last week she didn't show up, and I'm like, God damn it, I have so much to say to her, you know. I really want to speak to her, chat more with her, understand her. But she didn't show up, and it was kind of disappointing. So she showed up, and I'm like, yes. So Thomas, the Chinese dude, was thinking about doing a short film assignment for this class. So last Wednesday, our professor told us that there are a few scripts. There are like 4 scripts we can read. Script excerpts, like 4 pages, 5 pages, and we can pick a script, reenact it, film it, edit it, and submit it as an assignment. And it's due next Wednesday. So we have 7 days. It's actually due 2 weeks later, but when the professor said that, it was last Wednesday, and a week has already passed. So Thomas wants me and Pepper to help out, and us 3, we're gonna do a scene together. So you know, Thomas asked Pepper, and Pepper's like, yeah, sure, let's do it. And I don't fucking know, man. Like, I asked Pepper about, again, there's a whole range of things I want to talk to Pepper about, like enrollment. Which class is she going to take for film 32? Pepper mentioned that last week she received the rejection letter from UCLA. She got rejected. So that happened. It's time to make a move. It's time to tell her what I've been wanting to tell her for 2 weeks. I want to hang out with you. Let's hang out. So I actually did. Now I'm stuck between a hard rock and a hard place. Stuck between a rock and a hard place. Because I want to get personal with Pepper. And to do that, I have to speak Cantonese with her. Because speaking English to her just feels wrong. B, speaking English to her means Thomas will hear. And that makes it a bit less personal. But then if I speak Cantonese with Pepper, Thomas is going to feel offended because he's going to feel excluded. So what did I do? I did the former. I spoke a lot of Cantonese with Pepper today. And Pepper tells me one thing. Oh yeah, so during a moment where there's a group exercise thing, which is awesome. I've been waiting for this for so long. But there's a group exercise thing where we basically have to watch a clip from The West Wing and look at the script and analyze what beats there are. So it's, group exercise. So Thomas, me, and Pepper, we looked at the script and we tried to analyze it. But Pepper, throughout the whole time, was just daydreaming. Pepper wasn't paying attention, and I could tell. So I occasionally, once or twice, I asked Pepper, like, you know what it means, right? And Pepper's like, no. So I explained it to her. Hey, is it okay if we hang out sometime? Having a, görchule, hang out sometime, and and she's like, yeah, sure. And then a little time later, I feel like 10 or 20 minutes before class dismisses, before class ends, the professor played us a short film he directed, which is honestly not that bad, but it's also not like that great or anything. It's pretty good though. Like it's pretty well directed. Not gonna lie, it's not bad. Pepper told me I'm gonna walk alone. And I'm like, what? What do you mean walk alone? And then she said, oh, I'm gonna walk to the bus stop alone by myself. And I asked her, why? And she said, I just want some quiet. So I honestly don't know what's going on, man. In fact, I wish that Thomas isn't here today. If Thomas isn't here, and if Pepper doesn't want to walk alone, like I could genuinely have a conversation with her. Like the first day we met. But no. So at the end, this is probably the saddest part, really. Not sad, but the most miserable part is Pepper was in a hurry. When class ended, Pepper didn't even look at me or look at Thomas. I mean, she did act as though I should wait for Thomas, but now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like Pepper wants me to wait for Thomas and wants me to leave her alone. But Pepper immediately grabbed her bag and just walked out of the classroom, and I followed her temporarily. I want to reinforce the idea that I want to hang out with her, and I told her, hey, we can hang out, right? And then she said, WhatsApp me, talk to me through WhatsApp. I'm very busy. I'm going to be very busy. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then Thomas went to the bathroom, and then I waited for Thomas. And at the door of the building, Pepper just left. And I don't want to keep following her, because at that point I already knew there's no point in trying to follow her. She wants to be alone. I'll let her be alone. I'm going to wait for Thomas. That's my decision. So as Pepper's leaving the building, and she's like the first one to leave too, because she's like in a real hurry. A bunch of people in front of me also left behind Pepper, and Pepper sort of opened the door for them, and then they're like, "Thank you," and then Pepper just walked away without even looking back, and I just looked at her through the glass, and I'm like, so while walking away, me and Thomas walked through the streets, walked towards our bus stop. And just like last week, because I've moved, and ever since I've moved, I and Thomas are also, we also take the same bus now. And as we're walking, Thomas told me, why do you speak Cantonese with Pepper? Like, he asked me how good is Pepper's English comprehension. And I said, well, Pepper's just, Hong Kong level English comprehension. She's just as good as any other average Hong Konger kid. Hong Konger teenager. And then Thomas asked me, because I hear you speak to Pepper a lot in Cantonese. And I'm like, well, yeah, And then Thomas asked, like, what were you two talking about? Because I feel kind of excluded. And it made me want to group up with other people instead of you two to do the short film assignment. Because while I and Thomas were walking to our bus stop, all I could think about was, what did I do wrong? Why is Pepper like this? Does Pepper think that I'm trying too hard to hang out with her and wants to distance herself from me because he thinks it's a problem? Does Pepper... And also, in the middle of the class, Pepper told me that she's watched my short film. And I was actually a little surprised because I thought she would never, because she's busy. But she did, and she said the beginning feels very realistic, but the ending is very confusing and abstract. And I like hearing her say that. Is it because she already has a boyfriend? She's like, okay, I'm not going to let another guy try to hang out with me. Have I been too forward and aggressive? And I feel like maybe I'm overanalyzing it too much, but, Pepper's definitely more than that, Like, I feel like I don't understand Pepper. I mean, I don't understand anyone in this world, but there are people who seem shallow and not that interesting because I think they are. It just makes me think again that the world is much larger than I thought, always larger than I think it is, and also Pepper is always more different than me. Pepper used to be very popular. Pepper has over 800 followers on Instagram when I met her. Pepper used to be in a student council. Pepper used to know tons of people. And I don't. If Pepper knows a fraction of how much of a loser loner I used to be, Pepper would probably be shocked. And if I know a fraction of how popular and social she is, I would probably be shocked too. So, there's that. On the bus, I just can't hold myself in. So I told Thomas, Pepper said she wants some quiet. And Thomas said, well, it makes sense. I mean, she got the notification from UCLA, right? And I thought to myself, oh yeah, maybe that's right. Maybe that's the reason why Pepper acts like this. The daydreaming. The being quiet. The walking away, wanting to be alone. Maybe it's because she's sad. She feels sad because she got rejected. I mean, I got sad when I got rejected by IFVA. But that's just a short film competition. But if you get rejected from a university, well, All of the conversations I've had with Mary, I am the one who started. And even though the second conversation I've had with Mary was spanned over a couple of days, it was like I replied Like I said hi, and then she said something, and then a few hours later I say something, and then a few hours later she said something, and it's lasted a couple days. Both of the times I said hi first. And I realized I should stop there, because if I say hi again the third time, it's just going to be bad. I'm just going to come off annoying. Clearly, Mary isn't that interested in speaking to me. But I realized that I already did this with Pepper. I kept on saying hi to her. She never said hi to me back, like on WhatsApp. Like she never voluntarily started a conversation with me on WhatsApp. But then Pepper's different, because Pepper actually does come off nice. Pepper did help me ask the water in the well. Pepper did conversate with me about, what's going on. And like, when I told Pepper about the Revolution of Our Times thing, Pepper does seem interested. So it is different, Like, I feel like Pepper does truly want to speak to me. But then again, it just seems cold. It's like something's, And another thought I have is, I feel like I'm just desperate. Because the way I'm speaking about her for the last half an hour or so, actually, is that I have a thing for her. But in reality, I don't really think that's the case. I still love Mary. I still think Mary is like, if I see Mary outside of my door right now, I would fall onto my knees and cry. I'm not kidding. If Mary's outside the door, I don't even need to see her. If I could sense her presence, I will fall down to the ground and cry. And I want to know what it's like to be social. Like, of course, I occasionally have hangouts with JT and Potter. God only knows when is the next time we're going to hang out again. Maybe 5 months from now. I'm not kidding. Like 5 months. JT's only going to be more and more busy from here on out, with her making 12,000 friends per day. And Potter's going to stray off the path. At some point, I'm never going to see Potter or JT again, or speak to them again. And that's okay. I'm prepared. I'm prepared to do this. I'm prepared to abandon them, just like how they are prepared to abandon me. I'm prepared. Trust me. I'm fully mentally prepared to be abandoned by people. I don't have attachments to people. But Pepper is the first person who I felt an attachment towards. Like, if Pepper decided to go to NYU, got accepted in NYU and moves to NYU, I would feel empty. Like, I would honestly feel really sad that she's gone. And I think that's partially because I'm already desensitized to people leaving me. Like, after the DSEs, I've lost everyone. Natalie, Cedric. I've already lost Cedric since Form 4. Since the end of Form 4. Natalie, Pink Leo. When I left Hong Kong, I've lost everyone. My family, all my friends, everything I used to own, Mary. So I've become desensitized to losing things. Like, I'm used to losing things at this point, or at least maybe I think I do. Cindy, who's only wearing a sports bra and a sports pants, like shorts, is like doing stuff at the kitchen. And she asked me, how was my day? And I instinctively said good. I didn't even think about it, because the fucking thing with Los Angeles, man, is that people ask you how your day is. Why do you ask things like that? It doesn't fucking matter. These words, they are vapid. They hold no meaning. How are you? How's your day? Who fucking cares? Why do you care about how good my day is? It doesn't benefit you. It doesn't change anything, man. If my day is bad, if my day is good, who cares? I don't know, man. I feel like partially the reason why I'm kind of sad right now is because My life is finally settling down. After 3 months, I've finally settled down. I have a stable home. I don't feel an urge to leave. My food is fine. I eat well. I sleep well. My college seems fine. Like, I know what I'm doing now. And I'm at level 2, friendship, which is way more abstract. And I'm gonna reach level 3 soon. Right, time now is 2:11 a.m. I'm gonna go to bed. Actually, I'm filming this right now, not because I want to say something, but because I just want to see how much storage space I have left in my phone. But if I were to say something, I'd say that I don't get it. I don't get why I was so. I'm not gonna say I was upset, but I'm just kind of emotionally distraught for a moment. Oh, fuck. Alright, time now is 12:09 afternoon on April 29th, 28th. I have 5 minutes left. It was 8:55. My enrollment time is 9. So, during those 5 minutes, I just stood there and I just checked my WhatsApp, and yeah, I've been receiving WhatsApp messages from Natalie, just continuing off of the conversation I had yesterday. And then Natalie told me that Grant had cheated on her, and that he's taking drugs. And I'm like, what drugs? And she said pot. And I'm like, oh, well, average this hall student, because Grant is in a hall in Hong Kong U. And I also told Natalie about Potter and how he smoked weed in front of me. And okay, so 9 a.m. enrollment time. I went to my college website and I opened up my Google spreadsheet and I'm ready to type in the numbers. Okay, so I got 4 classes, right? Film 32, Film 32L, with the L, that's 4 units. L means lab. So Film 32, this is priority. I must get into this class. Film 2, which is history, Anthropology 22, which is magic and witchcraft, and Biology 3. Okay, so I typed in Film 32, the class number, boom, I got in. Let's go. Film 2, boom. I accidentally pressed another number, which got me to Film 5, and then I dropped Film 5, and then I added Film 2. Totally fine. Added Anthropology 22, boom, it worked. Biology 3, wait, what? It's a scholars program. For some reason, it didn't let me in because it's a scholars program. But no worries, because I was prepared for this. So I went to the Google spreadsheet, and I had a bunch of spare numbers. Like, in case I can't get into this Biology 3, there are other Biology 3s that I can get into. So I got into another one, which is the same time slot, the same day in the week, just a different professor, and a different location, I think. So I got in, boom, perfect. I got into every single class I wanted to get into. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Now, for today, I may or may not go to Nijia Market. The thing is, I can't go tomorrow. I mean, I can, but I also don't want to, because tomorrow I got the water in the well training. I will never make friends like those friends anymore. I never make friends like this anymore. Friends like Natalie, who I can say whatever I want towards, and not feel any remorse. Where I can be completely honest and completely be myself. Someone like Pink and Leo, who legitimately care about me and think about me and actively want to hang out with me. People like Nick, who I can laugh with, joke around with. No matter how stupid my joke is, Nick always laughs. And no matter how stupid Nick's joke is, I always laugh. Like, people like Cedric, even though Cedric's long gone already, like, when Cedric was here, like, he used to be my soulmate. I go anywhere, I follow him. He doesn't follow me all that often, especially in Form 4, but back in Forms 2, like, the world is so much larger here, and I'm never genuine. Like, last night, when I said I don't have any attachment towards anyone, that still holds up. I mean, I feel bad if someone I know from the church gets hurt. And even for Pepper, Like if you put pepper among a sea of oh, Christian just DM'd me. That's ironic. If you put pepper among a sea of Natalie's and Mary's and even Queenie's and Keith's and you know, I wouldn't choose pepper. In fact, pepper is not my type. But this is all I got, and I'm desperate for human interaction. So much so that I would rather just focus on pepper, because I'm just so desperate. Because I'm basically a beggar right now. Back in secondary school, I could have had a chance. I had Mary, I had Natalie, I had Queenie, I had tons of people. I could have had so many opportunities, but I didn't because I was a coward. And now I'm in a trash bin. I'm in a trash bin called Los Angeles, where there's nothing but trash. And I've become a beggar. Like I could see a broken, chewed up piece of pork bone and I will still grab it and eat it. Because that's all I got. Because I'm hungry. I'm gonna sound callous because I'm not that kind of person. But I've been through a secondary school in Hong Kong. What do you Americans know about school life? You don't know shit. You're living in Netflix. I've been through the East Asian secondary school treatment. I know the conspiracies, bitch. I know how shit works. Even though I'm not a key player all the time. But I seen it, man. I witnessed it. I fucking witnessed. You know, I want to make a short film with a hopeful, happy message, but I can't. Because everything I think about, everything I say, every thought and idea I have are all just people are meaningless. We're all gonna die anyways. Suicide, sleep deprivation and insomnia, psychological breakdown, and pain and suffering and anger, and I hate everyone. I hate the society. Like, I just can't think of any happy things, man. I can't. All I think about is shit like this. Alright, here's lunch. Luncheon meat. Big white bread. PTSD, I guess. Here we go. No ants this time. Actual bread. It's good. Yes! Yes, continue! Okay, that's good. Good stuff. Actually, something important did happen. I had a 2 hour and 20-minute long phone call, WhatsApp, with Miriam. Because, again, a few days ago, Miriam told me that she wants to come to LA. And I'm like, what? This is so sudden, so out of the blue, so random. But today I followed up with her. She's curious as to what other places I've been to in LA, so I told her, you know what, let's talk on WhatsApp. You know what, let's straight up call. So after the Spanish class, she called me and we had a 2 hour long phone call about, you know, her planning to come. And 2 hour and 20 minutes, that's 140 minutes. And also I talked to her a little bit about my social life here and how complicated it is. And at one point, Miriam even, like, I told Miriam that for the first 3 months, it's, you know, all stressful because of the college and food and housing and bank issues. But now it's just calm. And Miriam said, wow, it's like dating. You know, the first few months is like super passionate love, and then it's just kind of calms down. And I'm like, I wish I could relate. And Miriam asked me if I have if I have a person in mind right now. And I said, it's complicated. So I told her about Pepper. But my conclusion is that I'm not actually interested in Pepper. Because, oh, by the way, today Pepper made an Instagram story of her holding up some plastic doll thing with her boyfriend, her Spanish speaking boyfriend, tagging her. tagging him. She didn't show his face, but so I know it's not like directed at me, but somehow I felt like that just a little bit. Like Pepper made the story to be like, hey, I got a boyfriend already. Back off. But I feel like that's not really her intentions. Okay. And Pepper just made another story. But I realize I'm not really a huge fan of Pepper. I mean, I don't hate her, but like tomorrow's going to be a very interesting day. And I don't think Pepper hates me again. Definitely, because Pepper truly did ask the water and the well for me. But you know, you know, store space. All right, time now is 10:57 a.m. in the morning on April 29th. It's a Friday. And if you can't believe it, it's a Friday. So, it's going to be a tight schedule. It's going to be very tight. I'm going to immediately have breakfast, and then afterwards I'm going to film and edit a mini albums review video, which I'm not all that prepared for, by the way, but who cares. And then I'm going to do college homework. And then I'm going to have lunch, and then I'm going to edit a college video. And if I don't have time, that's fine. If I run out of time, that's fine. That is not urgent. Because at 3:20, I'm going to pack up and leave. At 3:20, I'm going to change all my clothes, make myself look all good. I'm going to get the spirit ready. And then I'm going to take a bus, number 17. I'm not going to walk. Bus number 17 down to the well. And I'm just going to do it, man. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to look at the well and do it. I don't want to worry about Pepper. I feel like I've already recognized that she's not my type, and she already has a boyfriend, so it's a dead end anyways. Like I said last night, I'm only going to be hanging out with Pepper for the next few months until she leaves for another school. But in the meantime, she's going to be a key player, and then afterwards, I'm just going to leave her. People come and go in this world, So, it's lunchtime. This is spicy tonkotsu ramen, spicy miso. Yeah, spicy miso with fried egg, and that's my lunch. And then I'll eat some potato chips and maybe some ice cream, and then I will be ready to leave. I finished all the Spanish homework, and I'm not going to use my chopsticks because I'm in a hurry, and I want to stand. This might be the best cup noodle I've had so far in LA. Not kidding. Indomie doesn't count. That's instant noodle. But cup noodle wise, this is actually pretty good. Wow. Here we go, folks. I'm gonna stop filming right here, but wish me luck, and hopefully I can run the water well and take the water from the well. Yeah. All right, it's over. It appears that bus 17 is gone, so I'm walking back home. All right, so time now is 10:35. Okay, how am I gonna do this? I looked at people chopping up logs. So it was a Chinese lady, a Chinese guy, and the Chinese lady showed me how to chop up a log, and sort of like use a knife to slice the log so that other branches could fall off, and how to like chop the log sideways twice so that it becomes one plank, And so he gave me a task to finish slicing the log in 30 minutes, like 120 something logs. I can't even keep count. And I couldn't finish it all in time in 30 minutes, but I did speed up at the end. You know, my technique sort of improved. A little bit later, the Chinese lady went out for a little bit, and a Hong Kong woman came in, but the Hong Kong woman was kind of fat. And it's not as complicated as I thought it would be, but again, I've never done something like this before in my life, so I mean, there's a new experience, and I'm honestly kind of proud of myself. Like, 4 fucking months, I've reached level 3, even though I have skipped level 2. I'll talk about the whole levels thing a little bit later, now that I've already arrived at level 3, for the most part. So she grabbed a log, and she's like, alright, now watch this. So she grabbed a log, and she cut, whap, whap. You know a log, it's like cylindrical, so whap on the top side, whap on the bottom side. Smoothly with a knife, and then it's the center. And in the center, there's some branches sticking out, so you know you gotta cut off the branches. And the top and bottom scrape was a little bit too difficult for me. I'm only on my first day at the well, so what happened is she told me to do the center part, just scrape off the branches first at the center part of the logs. So later, after 7 minutes, the Chinese lady was like, "Oh, it's not even running," and then so she set it to 23 minutes left, and so I'm like, "Okay, god damn it, I gotta go fast." So at the end, I actually was like, I had so many thoughts going through my head while I peeled the log, like, what if it's like an anime where I start off really bad at doing what I'm doing, and I suddenly get good? What if this is like one of those anime scenes where like something bad happens, like I accidentally cut my finger, but you know, with the power of will, I just cut off super fast? Or am I gonna like fuck up and not pass the exam and then gets told to leave the well? Like there are so many possibilities. And then a while later, a fat Hong Kong woman came. She's from Hong Kong. She speaks Cantonese, and she's very friendly, and she's very laughy. Kind of reminds me of the summer internship I did with my mom's company last year, where the colleagues are all very friendly with each other, joking with each other, sex jokes, swearing, just laughing at each other, cursing at each other, calling each other idiots. And you know, I was told. So at the front, it's mainly just a white woman, and she had to tend to villagers while teach me how to do stuff at the same time. So at some points, she's tending to the villagers, and I'm just standing there like, I look like an idiot. 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 But then you know she taught me this. She taught me that. Okay, you know, use this bucket. Use that bucket. Use this rope. No. Did this rope wrong. You know, blah 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 blah. I got right for the most part. You know, I think I did pretty well actually. Like it's my first fucking day, and it's already like kind of hectic. And even at the end of the day, she's like, "Wow, you're a fast learner." Um, but yeah, you know, one thing I noticed is it's not very hygiene. I don't like drinking dirty water. I don't know about you, but I don't like drinking dirty water. I don't know why, but me working at the well today made me realize how freaking feminine I am because of how like I'm so thorough with the logs. I take so much time. And when I had to dice the logs into cubes, I was like very thorough, you know, very slow. And I wasn't like, yeah, goddamn, fuck yeah, baby, woohoo. I wasn't like that. I don't know. I do I. Time now is 2:13 a.m. A couple more things before I go to bed. So, Cindy and assumably her boyfriend, also a black dude, really tall, chill, has facial hair, um, you know, it's not the first time I've seen the black dude. I seen him a few days ago in the morning. You remember that day. Last Sunday, she moved the table out into the living room. So there's that. I can move the table over there now. I just need to buy 2 more tables on Amazon. Yes, I need a lot of tables. Or actually, I can just get 1 more. To be honest, I don't think I can find a small desk that small to fit that side. I mean, I can push the bed over there, but I'm too lazy. But I'll definitely buy 1 more table for this area. I just, I don't know. But again, Pepper's not my type. I honestly don't know, but so far I think she's just really normal. But then again, you never know. Like Mary, for the first 2 years I've known Mary, I just think she's not normal, but just not someone I'm super interested in. It's only in the 3rd year when I'm starting to be like, oh, Mary's someone special. It took me 3 years just to get there. So, I mean, I feel like if I somehow ended up really liking Pepper, interested in her, I have to know her for years before I could actually find out something interesting about her. And one of the reasons why I got interested in Mary isn't even because of Mary herself, but the rumor surrounding her. So, like, yeah,